Hey beautiful people, it's Paige here from Paige Haynes Kinesiology, and I am waiting for my students to turn up for our weekend of NLK, and so I just thought I'd pop in because I have been a little bit busy this week. I don't know where the week's gone actually. I don't know if you're feeling that way as well, but I have had a lot of people talking to me about feeling triggered, and so I thought I'd just drop into the space and speak to that, because it seems to be the energy that's happening right now. So I know a couple of people who've had some big workplace stuff going on where, you know, they felt challenged at work by someone. So someone's maybe been saying something about them, or confronting them and being, you know, whatever it is that you come up against in the workplace. And then they've just felt really, really triggered. And so over the past little bit, I've been doing both, hi Tennille, hi Rochelle. I have been studying NLP, so I'm going back into my master pracs in a couple of weeks, and there's a lot of processes within NLP that talk about being triggered and all of that type of thing, and how we can actually move beyond that, and also about being the cause and not being at effect. And so I love that concept because, you know, the work that I do is all about self-responsibility anyway. So the kinesiology that we do, combined with the NLP that I already work with, is all about that, taking self-responsibility. But sometimes that can feel a little bit like we go into blaming ourselves, and it's not that. It's a different energy, and it's actually a really empowering energy when we can take responsibility for that which we see in others, or that which others are doing to us, and we can say, okay, that is in me if it's being projected at me, or if I'm seeing that being projected and I really dislike that behavior in someone, it's actually something that exists in me. And that concept is like, I know I've had a love-hate relationship with that concept. What I love about it is that then means that we're able to take responsibility for that, and we can make the changes. Because when we are not in that victim mode, which is being at effect of other people's behaviors and other people's opinions and other people's, stuff, we're a victim. We can't do anything about that, right? If we believe that we are powerless and that we have no control over that, then there's nowhere to go. We're stuck. And that's often where the depression starts, and anxiety and all those types of things. But if we can step into that cause and be there because, and understand that we are at cause, then that's where we can start to make positive changes. So what I wanted to touch on tonight, or this evening, was the fact, so I've given this little model. So I've actually been doing my own process, and this came up. So I've been working with a program, an NLP program personally, as well as doing my own training. And this one's called a D-Trigger model that I've been working with. And I've been working through a few different things as they've come up for me. So if this is something that's come up this week, and it's been a rough week, like I feel like there's a lot of people who've had a big week. There's been a lot of stuff shifting, whether that's physically, and you've had, things coming up physically for you, but also that emotional level and stuff from the past again being re-triggered in you. So if this has been you, this is what we start with, okay? So we go to the facts. So, for instance, say it was a workplace thing. The facts of what happened. So I'll use my mum. She probably won't really like me doing that, but anyway, my mum had this thing. Okay, so the facts are that this person came in and said something to her, and that's it. That's the facts. Okay, what did you make it mean? So she made it mean that she wasn't worthy, that she wasn't good enough, that she wasn't, she gave me some of these because we did this process together. Okay, so I need you to list 10. Okay, so this has happened for you this week, and one of my students just turned up, so she might come in. I'll have to say hi. Anyway, what did you make it mean? 10 things. Okay, what have you made what happened mean about you? Because that's where we get triggered, right? That's what happens. So then, what's your questionable self things that have been triggered? So these are our I am statements, like I am unworthy, I am not lovable, I am not capable, I am whatever it is, okay? So really sit with that, and I'm not going to get a chance right now, but I'll put a list in of what those things could be in terms of statements, okay? So then what's the payoff for being in this, okay? Because there's always a payoff, right? What is it about you being in this state that's a payoff? So oftentimes it's I get to be the victim. I don't have to take responsibility. So if I'm in this state, what is it? What's happening for you? I get to be right. Some of the other things can be, I don't have to take responsibility. I get to dominate or control the situation when I'm sitting in this, okay? So I want you to list off all the payoffs of you sitting in this stuck state, okay? Of this happening to you and, you know, all of that sort of stuff. Maybe being righteous, that's a good one. Being, you know, so righteous because this person has done this to me. Okay, and then what's the cost? What's the cost of you sitting in this pain? Loneliness, feeling shit about yourself, so self-esteem, right? Frustration, disconnection, who are you disconnecting from? Loss of productivity. I know that's been one for my mum. She's like, oh God, I've got nothing done because I'm obsessing about this, right? Loss of sleep, insomnia, all of these things. What is the cost of it? And keep saying, what's the cost of that? And what's the cost of that? Dig deeper and deeper and deeper. A lot of times it comes back to love, right? Loss of love, loss of energy, loss of vitality, comes back to those really core things that we value. And then you have the choice. Okay, so the next part is that choice of taking responsibility, making a commitment and moving beyond it. Okay, so it sounds simple and it kind of is simple. It's not easy. Okay, so it's always a way, right? Okay, these things can be really simple, but then you make that choice, right? You make that decision to start focusing your energy elsewhere. Okay, and what is that? That is that I am worthy, actually, and I am empowered, and I'm not going to make this mean this anymore. And then the power of that drops away. Okay, the hold that has on you drops away. I'd love to hear if this resonates for you. I'd love to hear if you've been triggered this week, if this has been going on for you, because I know, I've had lots of people come to me. I don't know if I have been, really. I probably have, but I know a lot of people and clients and things have. So I just know that it's relevant right now. So I hope that this has helped. So remembering that we're going over the facts, we're going into what you've made it mean. Okay, what is your I am statements that have been triggered in you? I am unworthy, I am whatever it is. Okay, what are the payoffs? Okay, you get to be right, you get to be the victim, you get to whatever, wallow in self-pity or whatever it is that you get to do, right, for being in this. But what's that costing you? Disconnection from your loved ones, costing you love, costing you productivity, costing you money, could even be costing you money, right? And then that choice, okay, that conscious choice of what are you now choosing instead of being in this pain. All right, all of my girls are turning up, so I'm off to have a lovely weekend of teaching all weekend. I hope you have an awesome weekend, whatever you might be doing, and that this rain is now turning into sunshine, because I think we've had enough out here, that's for sure. So have a beautiful one. I'll be back next week, and much love. Bye for now.